What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Pathfinder Wrath of Righteous, episode number 121 with me, GamerKnoob. Let's retake on this fun, long amount of cutscenes.
Can we retreat already?
Where we
Cover
destroy
me,
this
right?
guy.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
And then we get the really long cutscene right after this where the shadow's like, "Oh, I'm angry, I'm going to murder you, blah." Yep, blah, blah. What do you want? How did you survive? Why do they dislike you? Teams don't give nothing for something. Show me too. I don't want to have to face you alone. We're trying to get through this as quick as possible so we can just get back to the fight. I almost finished it, man. You don't need the powers of the demons. You have your own and my help.
We will be glorious. Forward! We won't falter.
Cutting these guys in half. Don't mind me. Oh, kick dirt, angry noises. This is the one where he kills Samira. And it takes forever for some reason each time. Now it's taken forever. I really hope we don't lose this fight again, because this will be annoying to go through over and over again. No, don't kill me, have mercy.
Yet another.
Now he's angry. This should save right here, man. I'm just saying. Like, it's just pointless to have to go through all that again, honestly.
You won't survive me.
There's Bullshit fighting on his own. Ava can't even fight these guys. We're gonna lose this one, I bet you. Take that attack, it's fine.
Into the fray.
You need to dip back as well. So you're immune to lightning, right? Like everybody else? Yeah, electricity. Of course. Beating up poor little Gregor.
Tactical retreat. No.
Strike with all your might.
Alright.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
You're doing good, Seela. Keep up the good work.
Endure this.
They're after Seela now.
We can do it.
No glory.
Beautiful damage, beautiful. Now, Sidgriff doesn't hit very often because it only shoots out one, that's right.
Make every strike count.
Might not be worth attacking with you, man. You kind of just beat yourself up. I literally thought I clicked Sela, my bad.
The light take you.
Alright, you're just doing nothing. You're just kind of chilling.
We won't falter.
Let's see. Send a heal towards Sela.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Nice. Disintegrate. Solid there. Alright, now it's the hard one. Step back and take the hit, it's fine. Now we should be trying to deal with the mirror images if possible. I don't know if this gets rid of mirror images, does it? Doesn't matter. I know land can help with mirror images.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Jesus. Calm down with your damage there, son.
Into the fray.
What we need is to be able to see this guy.
You won't survive me.
Just take out some of the mirror images, please. Yeah, the problem is definitely not being able to see him. Let's see here. Do we have any like see invisibility potions? No, not any potions at least.
The light take you.
No mischance on that now. Just saying. Alright, take out the last of those mirror images if you don't mind. Thank you.
Strike with all your might.
Now you back up. Just send the biggest heals you can that way. Apparently Sila's got skipped, which is always nice. Are you still not out of those? Jesus, come on now.
Make every strike count.
This will leave a bruise.
We can do it.
That's all the healing I've got, man. I'm running out otherwise. Please do not target her.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Please.
I'm alright. I'm alright.
Yeah, you seem completely fine.
You won't survive me.
Alright, I mean, we're slowly picking them apart. Slowly.
We won't falter.
Very slowly. Well, we're getting Sela back up to full health here. So she can tank another round. Oh, I'm sorry, Shadow Demon, my bad.
This.
He's so close.
Strike with all your might.
Oh, I was hoping. Not dead, huh?
Make every
There we go.
strike
Got him.
count.
Alright, easy peasy.
Stealth, but I'll try.
Well, that's that, I guess. And I was just getting used to having a grandpa. He's not the type who will teach you how to fish and fill a pipe, you know, but he's alright. Probably even decent for a demon. Not surprising that Gran remembered him well. But who gives a damn about Grandma? Chief, I mean... Thanks. I don't know why you've treated me so... I'm nothing, you know? Well, look at me and... and you... But it turned out that we're, well... friends? Actually, friends. And you've been there for me. Why are you looking at me? I'm not crying. My voice is like this because my throat's dry. It's dusty in here. That's why my throat's itchy and my eyes are watering and my nose is running.
What are you gonna do now?
Now? Are you the chief or what? You tell me. You know, I've got a good feeling about our campaign. So far, we've dealt with everything that's been thrown at us together. I'm starting to think the wrong gang was called the Family, you know? I'm with you to the end, Chief. And after the campaign, well, you'll have to live long enough to find out. Let's defeat all the demons and then we'll see.
What will happen to the Moon of the Abyss?
Huh? That's that. But I'll keep the setting. It's nice work. Delicate, and another stone will look better in it. I'll keep it so I don't forget the choice I made and why. I'll just get it out, look at it, and remember. Ooh, and then if I live long enough to open my own shop, just a thought, you know, I'll put it in a glass case where everyone can see it and drive themselves sick with jealousy.
There you go. That's a plan. Let's get out of here for now.
I'll go along to the old family nest. It's a pity I can't bring this back to Galarian. Well, not all of it. But there is something we can do. Hey, Chief. Let's clean this place out from top to bottom, so not even a speck of gold is left behind.
Alright, well, Jeff, let's
Might be
do it.
trap, might be treasure.
Follow me.
You found it? Let's get you healed up. And you know what? Let's save before something kills me randomly. That'll probably be enough to just get us out of here. Our loot room, beautiful.
March on.
That was it? That was all that was in here? Really? Really? What a boring room of loot. I'm assuming there's nothing more down through this way than what I'd already found. Other than that, so I assume incorrectly, I guess.
What's that?
Ask nicely. This is my kind of work.
Interesting that I couldn't find most of this stuff beforehand. I'm pretty sure it was all hidden. And now we found it all.
Pretty good, aren't I?
I'm just glad that Woljif replaced our
Let
other
us
trickery
be off.
person when we brought him along.
Can't hide from me.
Don't mind me. My tail is twitching. Must be a sign. Fine.
Get in here and turn the trap off there so we can actually walk past it.
This is my kind of work.
And then turn that one off too.
This is my kind of
Good
work.
job, Woljif.
Pretty good, aren't I?
Nothing's too hard for you to open up. Hey, you know what? That's your shirt, bud. Congratulations on a new outfit for you. Alright, so we've been through there now. Wonder if there's gonna be any more new ones to open up. Maybe over here. No, looks like I don't think we can get up there. I don't know how we would get up there. But I think we're gonna head out.
Follow me.
That's enough looting in here for us. And we gotta go grab... What was his name? Why am I drawing a blank on his name right now? I don't even know. I know who I'm talking about though. It's the dwarf hunter guy. Yeah. I'm completely drawing a blank on his name. We've got a quest for him, and then I think it's off to Nocticula. I think. So we've got to go the House of Wicked Knowledge, that's right. Let's go sell some stuff real quick though. Definitely chalk some of this random loot. Make some more money. We know we need all the money we can get, obviously. We spend it so often. I mean, we murdered all of the freaking shopkeepers in this area, I feel like. Don't offer credit. That's fine. You don't have to offer credit. Some of this stuff I'm just getting out of here, man. +2 there. Yep. Yep. Keep the +3 around. We'll keep those around and those around. That's fine. Alright. Take me to the Nexus, please. I gotta rest up and then grab Greybor. That's his name. Greybor. Haha. Got there. You didn't think I would, but I did. But I did. Let's take a rest. A siesta, if you will. Oh no, not enough to craft Demon Slayer soup. Well, what are we gonna make instead? Fine. Give me the +1 on attack. Thump. That's Ava respawning. Arushale! Yay! I can talk to Aru. Good. I've been thinking, and well, you see, what I'm trying to say is, extremely embarrassed, Arushale's voice becomes progressively quieter until you can barely hear what she's saying. It's alright, don't be afraid. Whatever you want to say to me, I won't be mad at you. I know that. Thanks. After several deep inhales and exhales, Urushiele finally pulls herself together and blurts out, "I need to go back into my dream and please come with me." Aw, you look sweet when you're all shy. Pouting, Urushiele looks down. You finally figured out what to do with your table? No, it remains a mystery to me, but I had another idea, something I can't do alone. I thought it's going to sound odd, and I doubt dreams even work like this, but what if I try to fall asleep inside my dream, to dive deeper into the dream world? What could I find there? What if that's where the answers to my questions are hidden? What if Desna herself, or even me, the real me? The problem is, that's where the nightmares are. Someone will have to guard my sleep, someone who won't get scared of what it is to be seen there, someone who knows what kind of monster I used to be and still accepts me, someone... You need someone you can trust. Yes, will you help me right now, or else I won't ever work up the courage again? You know, sleeping isn't the only thing you can do in a dream. In the dream world, your kiss won't be deadly, will it? What are you saying? Why are you saying things like that to me? You know I can't even think about that. I could fall back into the depths of the abyss in a blink of an eye. You know what? Maybe this was a bad idea. It was a prank! It was a prank! It was a prank, Urushiele. It was a joke. No, I didn't know. I just wanted to give you big smooches. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to come on too strong. I apologize, Uru. Ruru, why? Love me, say that you love me. Look at all these like random buffs that aren't taking effect. Urushiele wants to talk. It's alright, don't be afraid. You look so sweet when you're shy. You finally found out what to do at the table. You need someone you can trust? Okay, of course, let's go. Urushiele's hot fingers touch your hand and both of you immediately fall into the dream. Urushiele's dream is still empty. The faint smoky smell of burnt dream still lingers in the air. Urushiele throws a cautious glance into the darkness where nightmares lurk. There's nothing to see there right now. They're there, I know it, she says in almost an audible whisper. They'll come, I know it. Don't let them get me, please. What should I expect? I don't know, but I'm too afraid to imagine. This is just the world of dreams, the world of my nightmares. Expect anything and everything, just don't be afraid. Go to sleep, I'll guard you. Thank you. She closes her eyes and falls asleep instantly. It's the first time you've ever seen her sleeping. Her face is unmarked by sadness, worry, or embarrassment. Sleeping within her dream, Urushiele seems at peace and completely innocent. She's so beautiful, isn't she? You can barely make out the features of a shadow standing before you. A sturdy man in his 40s in a rusty metal shirt. His eyes are two gaping holes oozing with pus. More than anything in the world. I loved watching her. She knew that. And that's why she took my eyes. Do you believe me? Get lost. How arrogant, in the world of dreams. This is my world, hers and mine, and it is you who is the uninvited guest here. More shadows emerge from the darkness, their bodies deformed and mutilated. We don't care about you. We are dead. We're not even here. Oh, I tell a lie. We are not part of reality anymore, but we're here right now, with you. The shadow points his finger at the sleeping girl's temple as if taking aim with a crossbow, and this is the place we'll never disappear from. She will not forget me. She won't forget any of us. She won't forgive herself for what she did. The head of this monster is a haunted house, and if we are going to be with her, you'll have to share this burden. Guilt, regret, memories. Think hard. Do you really want all this baggage? With me, she'll make new memories, one of good deeds and happy days. She will, but we'll spoil those too. Shadow emerged from the crowd. It looks somewhat different from the others. It's a young woman in a loose robe with a sacred symbol of a butterfly on her chest. She looks dark, not like the darkness of despair, but like the night sky. Think back to what Urushiele told you about her story. You were both standing next to the grave. Must have been the priestess whose death prompted Urushiele's redemption. After our encounter, after Urushiele killed me, and then realized how evil she had wrought through her life, she fled to a desolated place. She hoped that being far from humans would help her avoid temptation, but all isolation can do is help her unlearn her evil ways. Who, if not humans, can help her learn kindness and love? So this is whom she chose to be her guide in the world of mortals. I hope she made the right choice. Your eyes shine like the stars. Tell me, are you really just a servant of the great dreamer, or maybe you're... The twinkling eyes look directly into your soul. With a mysterious smile, she brings her finger to her lips. How can I help her find redemption? We are her sorrow, her conscience, her cruel companions who torment her in exile, but you can become her happiness. We chase her away from her old crimes. But you should show her what she has never known, neither in the abyss nor in the wastelands. You've done so much for her already. You've shown her friendship, camaraderie, taught her to be great things, but now you have made her dream of something more, something that is both beautiful and deadly. Can you become the one who will show her how to love? If you are not sure you're willing to follow this path all the way through, you had better step back now before you break her heart. I love her and I want to be with her. You love me? Urushiele looks up to you, her ruby eyes wide open, her thin lips part. She moves closer to your face, but forces herself to freeze. Her hot breath burns your cheek. The shadows step aside and vanish into darkness. The dream dissipates. The last thing you hear is the priestess' voice saying, "Take care of her." It's me and you, Aruru. Me and you. The dream has faded away, and you are in the real world again. Aruru looks at you, embarrassed, trying to find the right words. Thank you. Thank you for being with me in there. What I said back there in the dream, it's true. I believe you, and I want you to know that I also... You are so... Blushing, she drops her eyes. What did you see in your dream? Nothing. I expected to go to another deeper part of the dream world, but I just slept. No dreams at all. I didn't hear or see anything. Only at the very end did I hear your voice. But it was the most important thing I've ever heard. Are you going to go back to the dream world? Perhaps. I don't know just yet. There's nothing in there, after all. I guess I should go back when I have a reason to. Until then, I'll just live in the real world. Welcome back to reality. Thank you. I think I know why mortals compare the happiest moments of their lives to dreams. Aruru. You said it. You really said it. We were in my dream, but it wasn't a dream at all. Let's save before we do this. The things I said to you in that dream, I hope they did not cause any more inappropriate thoughts. I didn't mean to tempt you so. Not at all, quite the opposite. When you first said it, I think I understood what the word meant for the first time in my life. It might have woken hunger or malice in me in the past, but right now I only feel happiness. Yay! Alright, we got a little thief to talk to inside too, my friends. I'm sure he might have, Woljif might have something to say after all that. Couldn't imagine him not having something to say, right? Hey, buddy. You want to talk about what happened at Yigiflis Mansion? You mean how I turned down an amazingly magical power because of you? I'm kidding. I rejected it of my own free will. You know, Chief, I've never been anyone like you. I should be laughing at myself and you and the way we worked everything out, but I don't want to. What would I do in the Abyss? I just keep hanging out with scumbags and traitors thinking that I'm one of them. But with you, I've been places, I've seen things, good and bad things, and I've never even thought about before. Sister Charisma and the others used to tell me to grow up and act like an adult. Maybe this is it. I seem to have made a choice, the most important one in my life. I don't know who I am yet, but I'm definitely not a street rat or urchin anymore. Just don't call me a crusader. I've never respected them and I still don't. You're the exception. Alright. Let's group with Greybore and head on out, my friends. Unfortunately, I think that means we're gonna have to dump you, because we gotta bring our trickery person along, unfortunately. But it is what it is. Gotta be able to bring your trickery along, you know. Trickery dickory dock. You can do it. Load. Nailed it. No, none of that. Come back up. Thank you. Also, before we go too far, can have that one. And let's give you that Hydrian. Yeah, that'll be fine. He's not going to be much of a damage dealer, but that's okay. We're headed for the House of Wicked Knowledge, my friends. Save it up. Head on it. The lock is familiar. These locks are used by much traders from Katapesh who want to ensure their most powerful beasts stay in their cages. It can't be forced, but one delicate twist of a knife, and done. A hunt is a clash between hunter's cunning and the shrewdness of the prey. Where the prey expects a trap, the hunter's acumen is put to the test in trying to subvert expectations. Willodus has proven he understands the fundamental principles. The commander bursts through the front door and freezes. For all the tales about the mansion supposedly becoming a citadel, no one is there to assault the unwilling guests. There are no flying arrows, no chilling battle cries, and the expensive furniture hasn't been turned into makeshift barricades. The commander and his companions carefully examine the luxurious antechamber. There are two doors leading deeper into the mansion. One bears a symbol of a mirror, and the other a symbol of a knife. There's a bloody pigeon feather in front of the doors, and a note contains two words: "Welcome, assassin." Lower check. The commander recalls the bloody feather as a symbol of the shacks. The Blood Marquis, the Demon Lord is infamous for luring his victims into labyrinths full of deadly traps. The door slams loudly shut behind the commander. Let's go through the knife symbol. They say that pets reflect the character and disposition of their owners. If this is true, then the Lord of the Mansion is a truly cruel and perverse disposition. The commander enters a spacious cellar filled with scattered bones and cages. All of them are wide open, and the creatures they once contained are freely roaming the room. They've all come from different planes. Some are monsters, some are mere animals, some are intelligent species, yet all of them shamble around aimlessly. They pant loudly, they drool drips from their slack jaws and open mouths. Their horribly mutilated and scarred heads provide evidence as to the reason for their behavior. A merciless surgeon has opened their skulls and taken out most of their brains, leaving only the bits that govern the most base instincts, such as hunger. And these creatures are very hungry indeed. Let's distract the monsters. Gregor picks up a bone shard and deftly throws it towards the other side of the room. The hollow thunk attracts the attention of the creatures. They shamble towards the noise. Their drooling jaws snap in anticipation. One of the mindless abominations bites one of the others, mistaking it for prey, and a noisy brawl breaks out between them. The fight is loud enough to allow the commander to slip past, unseen. 3 doors lead from the dark cellar, and its oppressive stink of blood and decay. The commander decisively reaches out for the one symbol marked with a pair of scales? No matter how gleefully the lord of this palace mutilates flesh, he is first and foremost a scientist. A scientist, by definition, is a madman who can put to shame any giggling maniac with a knife. Therefore, it comes as no surprise that his laboratory is furnished with care and order, and there is no hint of the tawdry luxury found in the other rooms. There is a multitude of flasks and vials with potions resting on the tables, and the cupboards are full of jars containing brains of all shapes and colors. As soon as the door closes behind the commander's back, a huge silvery autoclave opens with a wheezing clang, emitting a wave of foul-smelling brine. A hideous homunculus covered in glistening slime crawls out of the autoclave. Its liquid, malleable body constantly grows new limbs, eyes, and mouths, absorbing the bits and pieces it no longer requires. It seems the monster can't decide what shape it should take. It stares at the commander with malevolent intelligence. It seems it has better mental faculties than most of the alchemically produced creatures. The homunculus giggles repulsively as it grabs a vial full of acid and aims it at the commander's head. The commander starts throwing flasks of potions at the homunculus while trying not to touch any dangerous substances. A barrage of flasks, vessels, and other laboratory wares forces the homunculus to retreat behind the bulk of the autoclave and defend itself from there. Gregor grabs a round, corked vial with a frost on the inside. Taking careful aim, he launches the projectile right at the monster's hiding place. A pale blue light flashes up in the laboratory, and the homunculus is instantly frozen to the autoclave. Covered in a thick layer of ice, it desperately grows 2 extra mouths for its final deathly scream. The commander uses his chance to search the laboratory and manages to procure an entire satchel of useful potions and balms. Stepping over the wreckage of expensive lab equipment and shattered glass, the commander pauses before 3 doors and eventually chooses the symbol with the full moon. The commander enters a magnificent bedroom and ends up knee-deep in the seemingly bottomless pile of soft blankets, fuzzy rugs, plump feather beds, and other covers of all sorts of shapes. They allure and promise the sweetest dreams. If only Gregor would lie down and close his eyes. It's a dangerous temptation. Anyone who allows these fluffy killers to put them to sleep won't ever wake again. They will crawl over their victim, piling up around them, and then suffocate and smother them to death. Carving through a feather bed with his blade, the commander sees glistening flesh and thick ichor oozes from the rend in the fabric, yet no book has ever mentioned such strange, bizarre creatures. The commander only guessed that this is some kind of result of a strange experiment on some predatory swarm organism that disguises itself as something harmless and then preys on it those who it lures close. The commander decides that its best decision would be to find and destroy the leader. Oh, that's like a possible failure. To carve a path through the room using his blade. A blade makes short work of the stubborn fabric, revealing muscles and sinew hidden underneath. Gregor clumsily but desperately hacks at the encroaching mass like a butcher carving up a carcass. He fights his way through the sea of shuddering flesh towards the exit. 3 different doors with different symbols lead from the master bedroom. The commander decides he would take his chances with the boiling cauldron. The commander walks into an enormous kitchen. There are massive cauldrons with shiny polished sides, and a tiny green flame flickers with a magical oven. The aroma of delicious spices beckons from the countless cupboards and shelves that line the walls. However, as soon as the commander enters the room, the cauldron's lids fly up into the air, blown off in powerful explosions. A nasty grayish-pink slime oozes out from the open cauldron, swelling up like a dough. The slime flows onto the floor, gathering up in a massive clotted clusters, which then begin to crawl towards the commander. Gregor has never seen or read about such creatures before. It is reasonable to suggest that this is the outcome of a complicated, perverted magical experiment. The carnivorous slime was captured in a cave, subjected to magical transformation, and fed entirely with brain tissue. The commander decides to burn the creature, searches for poison, searches the room for an escape route. Decides to burn the monster in the magical oven. Gregor quickly makes use of the magical sigils controlling the oven to turn the small fire into a roaring green flame. Gregor hides behind it and lures the slime right into the open oven. The monster fails to perceive the threat of fire and crawls inside, instantly beginning to bubble and boil. In a matter of moments, all that remains of the creature is a suffocating stench that still hangs in the air. After meticulously examining the food on the undisturbed shelves, the commander decides to rest. He takes the opportunity to recuperate and bandage his wounds. It is thinking ahead rather than rushing forward recklessly that separates able tacticians from those who rashly press on and perish. 2 doors lead from this kitchen, where it is apparently easier to be eaten than to eat. The commander chooses the one that's marked with the blazing fire. The commander finds himself in a long stone passage. No traps are triggered by his careful steps, yet at the end of the passage his vision grows blurry. The illusion of the safety falls apart like a house of cards, revealing an endless fiery field, ashen mountains, rivers of lava, magmatic volcanoes. Hot wind scorches his face. It is not difficult to conclude that this is the deadly place as the elemental plane of fire. Ash and volcanic rock tremble beneath the commander's feet, but walking on it seems safe enough for now. The only escape route is a distant 3-way arch of rough hewn stone containing 3 familiar doors. However, in order to reach it, the commander must find a way past the river of fire, in which tiny islets of porous stone are just barely visible. The river spews out tongues of roaring flame and lands on the banks and crystallizes into dark glass. As a result, both banks of the river have become steep, jagged cliffs of obsidian. Mobility to get to the other side. Knowledge world to cross using the rocks. Knowledge religion. Let's do knowledge world to cross using the rocks scattered about the place. Gregor oversees the bridge construction. Soon the river of lava is dammed up by the flimsy makeshift barricade of black rocks pulled from the banks. Molten lava licks the obsidian dam, rising higher and higher, threatening to overwhelm it altogether. And yet Gregor is a capable builder, and the flimsy dam collapses only after a fiery river has been safely crossed. After reaching the stone portals, the commander has decided which of the 3 doorways to enter. Eventually he settles on the one with a rod. The door doesn't budge. The commander forces it open with his weight and enters the same hall where the dangerous expedition first began. The cozy, comfortable setting in no way hints at the nightmares that awaited the commander inside the mansion. The door outside is open wide, and through the doorway, dark figures can be seen clutching weapons. All of this was nothing but a warm-up. The final decisive battle is still to come, and the commander prepares for a fight as he steps outside the accursed mansion. Oh my. That was a lot of reading. The leader of the gang of demons is grossly disfigured even by the standards of the abyss. A disproportionately large and bloated head rests atop a tiny, disformed body covered in bumps and furrows. Like a shriveled walnut, what seems at first to be a mare of hair standing on end is revealed upon closer inspection to be bone needles sticking out from this pale blizzard skin where the mouth should be. There is instead a bony plate formed from yellowing teeth that have grown together. Protrudes out of his torn, lacerated lips. His voice appears to come from a slobbering, undulating hole in his neck, just beneath his chin. More bloody larvae showing up over the mouth. I'm getting very tired of these visits. What a freak. Even I feel somewhat conflicted. Would killing this creature be an act of cruelty or mercy? I do not wish no mercy to the scum that set me up. Who are you? You don't even know who you decided to challenge? Let those words herald your imminent death, outsider. I am Willodus, the wizard confidant and the advisor to the Lady in Shadow. I'm also known as the Vivisector. So many words, I'll simply call you a corpse. Less impressive sounding, perhaps, but easy to remember. Why'd you turn your house into a trap? I was expecting assassins, and therefore I prepared a warm welcome for such guests. Trust that you appreciated my vivarium. When I'm finished with you, you'll be my new decoration for my palace, and another test for those who follow you. You will be mine. Some of you will be mindless pets, and more attractive ones. I may need to use you to meet other needs. Did you create the monsters found in the mansion? You call them monsters? Silly boy. What can you possibly know about it? Those are masterpieces of vivisection, impossible creatures conceived not by nature, but born by my scalpel, needle, and magic. They're crudely and clumsily constructed. You lack creative vision and artistic talent. You may have labored over them, but they look like the work of an amateur, not a true master. How dare you? I'll chop you into pieces. I'll cut off your insolent tongue and sew it to your... I'll be interested to see how truly talented vivisectionists could alter my form, but my body is quite valuable. I'm not going to let such a high-quality material go to waste in your hand. So who do you think wants you dead? My enemies are many and dangerous, and I could spend an eternity guessing, but there's no need for that. Once I've killed you, I'll soak your warm little brains in my concoctions and read the names of my enemies like tea leaves in the wrinkled patterns, and then I'll have a lovely dinner. Why did you put a hit on Dara's and give Greybor a faulty magical weapon? Nonsense. Why would I want that idiot dead? What possessed him to think that I'm the one who put a hit out on him? And how dare you pathetic amateurs even think that a scheme of mine might possibly fail? If I truly wanted to kill Darazan, he would be long gone. But no, I don't give a damn about anyone from that swarm of locusts. I expected such an answer. For some reason, whenever I corner these scoundrels and demand a reckoning, none of them are brave enough to own up to their own crimes, and they never go quietly when I slit their throats. What do you think, Graber? Usually I'm quite capable of detecting lies, but this ugly wretch is impossible to read, and why does it matter anyway? If he's not lying, we'll do well to get rid of him. He just tried to kill us in his mansion. Besides, will you ever sleep well knowing this monstrosity is alive somewhere? Your words reek of deceit. Soon we'll find out your tiny, ridiculous worm-eaten brain smells like. Kill him. I won't lie, I've been waiting for this moment. Tomorrow morning, my reputation will be spotless once again. Sweet dreams.
Do not fear! Do not waver!
Alright, angry boys. Oh, you just gonna walk up? That's kind of you.
I will resist!
Good luck, Sela.
Simply business. Forward!
Alright, let's see here. Get her a little bit out of harm's way. Haste would be nice. All of you came after Ava,
Prepare yourself.
which is very rude. But better Avu than anybody else on my team.
The light take you.
Now what's your AC? Only 37. Won't be too difficult to worry about soon.
It's your time to cease to exist.
Dang. Sneak attacks are just so good.
We won't falter.
Oh dear. You're dead, my friend. You just wanna... Oh, he's immune. Of course he is. My bad. Projection that is the tall female demon. Unlike many of her kind, she seems slimmer and less stocky in build. Upon closer examination, you realize that her thinness is caused by extreme emancipation, which makes her look like a withered tree. The skin on their neck and the wrist bear the mark of shackles, and her body, covered in flaming, seals of Baphomet. Lowering her eyes, the demon addresses you quietly. Allow me to congratulate you. The short work you've made of Willodus proves you're a true professional. I am Horzala. On behalf of the Assassin's Guild, I congratulate Graybor on completing this contract. You fulfilled the order we received for Willodus' murder, and therefore you have the right to collect the bounty, even though you're not a guild member yourself. I'm sure you have many questions about what happened. I doubt our guild is hard to find. There's a notice board at its entrance where the assassination contracts are posted. Who are you? I am Horzala, Baphomet's daughter. Horzala, not Hebzamira. She's my eldest sister, but I doubt you're able to appreciate the true extent of my misfortune. I'm also known in Illusioneer as the assistant to the right hand of Yaz, the head of the Assassin's Guild. Do you know what happened here? I may know a thing or two. We should discuss that matters inside the guild, not in public. Who's going to overhear us? The corpses? Why don't you come here and speak us face to face instead of projecting an illusion? Or are you afraid we won't like your answers and we'll make you like Willodus? We'll pay a visit to the Assassin's Guild soon. Thank you for your answer. Your bounty awaits. I'm not sure what award awaits us, but I truly hope it's a considerable sum of gold and not a meager payment that ended it served on the end of a blade. Yeah, alright. Now, where is this Assassin's Guild at, my friends? I'm not sure. Like, I don't know at all where this Assassin's Guild might be. Come on. Bring me my bridge. Thank you. I think we'll go sell real fast and probably call it an episode, and then I will find the Assassin's Guild next time around and call it good. Oh, it's apparently in the flesh markets. Oh, well, maybe we'll just go to the flesh markets then. Where in the flesh markets? No idea. Somewhere. Hopefully not too hidden. I wonder if I open my map, it'll tell me where it's at. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Not there. It said it was in the market, so maybe we'll look around.
Onwards.
Not sure where it'll be in the market, but hopefully we can find it. Hello. Assassin's Guild.
Let us be off.
I don't think it's down there. And this is the only room, and this is the only door in the Assassin's Guild. What if it's like up there? I don't know. We'll find it next episode though, guys. That's gonna do it for me. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace! Hey, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to hit that like button. If you've got anything to say, go to the comments below. And if you haven't yet, hit that subscription button and the bell. If you want to see more, check out this video down here. Thank you so much for watching. Peace!